Hey everyone, nice to meet you again. Hope you're all fine and enjoying your classes. English Grammar Basics, Part 9. Parts of speech. We have already discussed noun, pronoun and adjective in the previous classes. Nouns are naming words, pronouns are replacing words, adjectives are qualifying words which qualify nouns. Alright, and now come to verb. Verbs are doing words. In simple words, we can say verbs are doing words or action words, but they also denote a state of being or position. Alright, so verb denotes doing or being. You can say verb denotes doing or being something. Verb denotes an action or a state of being. An action: come, go, learn, eat, sleep, sit, stand, work, think. All these are action words. Also they show a state of being, like I am a student, he is my friend, she is my sister, and they were our guests, he was a good man. They are all they denote a state of being using the form of be alone. Then you get a state of being, like he is a good boy. He is a good boy. Here is the verb which denotes the state of being or the position, how he is. It doesn't say anything about any action. There is no action in the sentence, only there is it shows a state of being. And here the state of being means position. And what is the position of this boy? He is a good boy. Here he doesn't do anything, there is no action that he is performing. Just the sentence says about his position. Alright? They are our guests. Here the sentence. In the sentence, are is the verb here. This is not an action word. This shows you the position or a state of being, how they are. They are our guests. There is no action. So a verb can denote an action or a state of being. State of being in simple words, position. Alright? And then comes adverb. Adverbs also are qualifying words, but they qualify not a noun, unlike the adjective. Adjective qualifies the noun, but adverb qualifies the verb. It is related to the verb. Qualifies the verb. So for example, dance. Dance is also a noun, but here we are taking this verb in the sense of an action. Alright, so it is an action word. That means it is the verb here, dance. How to dance? Dance well or dance beautifully. So somebody danced, or somebody danced, or somebody will dance. Anyhow, anytime. How to dance, or how once one danced. She danced beautifully. She danced, past tense, ed. She danced beautifully. So here danced is the verb, but beautifully. How did she dance? How did she dance? Beautifully. So this is adverb. Mainly an adverb shows how an action is done, where it is done, and when it is done. Also there are many kinds of adverbs. but simply you understand it. An adverb always shows how an action is done, or when it was done, or where it was done, and so on. All right. So an adverb is related to the verb. It adds something to the meaning of the verb. It adds something. An adjective adds something to the meaning of a noun, but an adverb adds something to the meaning of the verb. So this is the adverb. It qualifies the verb. Then what is preposition? Preposition, preposition. Pre means before, possession means the place. Prepositions are words which are placed before a noun or a pronoun and which show some relation between some other word. Preposition shows relation between things. In simple words, you can say preposition, they are placed before a noun or a pronoun. Okay? Prepositions are placed before a noun or a pronoun to show its relation with some other word in the sentence. In simple words, we can say preposition shows relation between words or relation between things. Preposition shows relation between words. For example, the cat is on the mat. The cat is on the mat. The cat is on the mat. That means the cat is sleeping on the mat, or sitting on the mat, or lying on the mat. So here there are two words. You can say this is a noun. One more noun you can see here, mat. It may be a noun or any other word, noun, pronoun, or any other word it may be. Alright. So cat is the first word, and the mat is the second word, and the relation between, what is the relation between this cat and the mat now? The cat is on the mat. On. This is the word that shows the relation between the cat and the mat at the moment. Alright. If the cat goes away from the mat, there is no relation, and in that case there is no preposition used to show any relation between these two things. The teacher is sitting on his chair. Here the first word is the teacher, and the second thing is chair. What is the relation between the teacher and the chair? The teacher is on the chair. The teacher is sitting on the chair at the moment. Alright. So here on is the preposition. The frog jumped into the well. The frog jumped into the well. Here the first word is frog, the frog, and the second word is well, W-E-L-L, where you draw water from. Alright. Or the frog jumped into the pool. The frog jumped into the river. So here there are two different words. So the frog jumped into the well. So the frog and the well, and the word into is the preposition. Here it shows the action of the frog related to the well. It jumped into the well. It is the preposition of movement. It is not the stationary position. It shows the movement of the frog into the well. So into is the preposition here. On, under, over, above, below, at, in, into, up, upon, all these are prepositions. So the remaining parts of speech, the conjunction and the interjection. Interjection, not interjunction, it is interjection. The conjunction and the interjection we will be discussing in the next class.